Alright everyone, welcome back. We have another episode of Let's Play. Today we're playing This is the Police. I am your host, TheMightyBawshoob. And without further ado, we're going to keep going with this. I'm really loving this game. I can't stop thinking about it. I just want to keep playing it. It's got me completely hooked and enthralled. So without further ado, let's go. Retired police officer Thomas Blaine shoots pregnant woman. Officer Blaine explains, I thought she was suicide bomber. Mayor Rogers, city has no problems with racists. Little recap of last time.
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn. I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn. In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run, and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
So I didn't realize that the game does this. You have save points and checkpoints, and if you don't wait until that checkpoint, it backtracks to the last checkpoint. So we had agreed early on in this playthrough and in the last episode that we're going to work for the Mafia. We're gonna help our friend. We're gonna be the bad cop.
Give him my phone number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Jack,
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn, Frank. At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. It was almost too much to take in. I'm probably the most popular police chief in the history of the city, and I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once, sometimes with a little pride even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals. Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts. Right before the last hammer falls. Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago. That sound right to you?
Well, here we go. Back to work on another day. I love the storytelling. It's so good. Alright, so we're back with Shift A. And I have stripes to give out at the beginning of every shift. I'm not going to be giving out any stripes. Why not? Let's give it a try. Let's promote Stovall, because he's kicking butt. Gotta drag it over here. Stovall, you're doing good, buddy. I'm proud of you. And then what's going on with this guy? Why is he so tired? Didn't I just hire this guy? What's his deal? Alright, well, that's it. Nobody else is getting stripes today. Nobody. Nobody, you see? Oh, okay, so we get to choose our music for the day. And I've already done these last two. Go ahead and listen to the last episodes if you want to check out that music. We're going to try this one today. Who's this? Don't You Leave Me Here. Pierce Pickering Barrel House Jazz Band. All right, here we go. Oops. There we go. Ooh, a red record. Cool. Red vinyl. And we start the day. So we got to make, I believe we have to make 500,000, right? In the time we have left. Request to City Hall. No matter your personal relationship with the city's administration, your police station is at their mercy. In order to maintain reasonable working conditions, you have to send appropriate requests to the mayor. Okay, affairs. City Hall. Decisions from City Hall depend on whether they're satisfied with your work. You can send requests every 5 days. The fools in charge of the city may refuse outright or accept only some of your requests. So only ask for what you really need. Alright? Alright. Let's see. Well, I don't know if I need to do any of these right now. Let's see here, what do we got? Disorderly conduct, Eddie's Burgers. Every morning there's dirty, piss-soaked bums sleeping at the cafe. The man refuses to go away and growls at anyone who approaches, scaring all the customers. Alright, so we're gonna try this good approach again. Let's send out Stovall, because he kicks butt. And I'm gonna try and get rid of Birch Jr., so let's keep trying to get Birch back up. Let's send these two out. Here's your week's salary. We hope it won't disappoint. Oh, first thing I'm going to ask for is, let's see, fire. Oh, yeah, they want us to fire all the black cops by tomorrow. I'm not going to illegally fire cops, not at this early in the game. I want to try and maintain my public reputation as good, while behind the scenes I'm doing dastardly things. That's the character I think I'm going to take on here in this game. I think it'll be fun for a first playthrough. Touch of Dionysus Liquor Store. A witness looked on from her window while an armed man with a stocking on his head entered the nearby liquor store. Alright, let's send our new officer Strong. And let's send... oh gosh, I guess... See, we gotta send one experienced and one inexperienced. let's send Grant. Alright, let's proceed. I hope nobody gets shot. Goodness gracious. Alright, we don't... Let's see. Yeah, let's send that. And let's just ask for another police officer. Let's send those, and let's see what we get. Just to test out the game. I think we're probably going to need more police officers pretty soon. I'm just guessing. Fight, residential area. A hot dog vendor reports that he saw two Elvis impersonators grappling right there on the sidewalk. They're swearing in Spanish and beating each other with microphone stands. All right. Send an experienced guy. And an inexperienced guy, because we got to get him to fail some missions so that we can get rid of him. Disorderly conduct report in. They got the guy. Perfect. And see, Birch is getting bumped up now a little bit, which is good. That's what we want. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Huh, interesting. Alright, so this is shift B. Alright.
We got a situation here.
The shop has 2 exits from which a few people have already fled. Drive a patrol car right through the front window, sneak up to the back door, enter the store through the main entrance. Let's sneak up to the back door. Oh man. The stick-up man noticed the police presence and took the cashier hostage. He's holding his gun to the hostage's head, shouting, "Back off or I'll blow his goddamn face off." Meanwhile, the cashier is yelling in an unknown language. Oh man, you guys. You in the mask, shut your face and drop the weapon. Silently take aim at the robber. Quiet Abdul, you're just making things more complicated. Yeah, let's be forceful with this guy. The robber grows visibly nervous. Don't shoot, please. I just need the money. I'll just take a little bit and go. No one was hurt. The cashier begins to cry. Shoot the robber. I'll let you leave here upright, but only if you release the hostage. There's only 2 ways out of this shop, in cuffs or in a body bag. Nah, tell him you'll let him leave as long as he leaves the hostage, because, you know, we're going to arrest him. Yeah, we got him. Uh-oh. Offender caught. Officer dead. Grant got shot. Oh, no! Okay, now we have a robbery at the city center. An antique Chinese necklace was stolen from Bao Ling while she was on the way to the pawn shop. Oh, boy. All right, well, let's put Beasley on the case. And let's send Mosier, too. Why not? What we got here? So I'm gonna have to hire someone now, huh? Let's hire this guy. He looks mean. What shift is this? A, since now I have a dead officer. Alright. City Hall. It's a hot one today and a lot of people are going for a swim. Last week, 4 people drowned on the beaches of Freiburg and the press was in an uproar. Please send someone to keep an eye on things. Yeah, we'll send crappy ass Birch. Jack, this year, the organizers of the Golden Beast Hunt suddenly changed the rules of the annual shooting contest. It now features teams instead of single competitors. Can you send me 2 of your finest marksmen? I'd really love to do well in the competition. Well, I mean, we just had an officer shot today, and I got people out on calls right now. We could use the money, too. Yeah, let's take a risk. We'll send Stovall, and we'll send Samadhi, and we'll hope for the best. The offender escaped. Officers unharmed. See, Birch is not looking so good. Destruction of property. At a gallery exhibition entitled Sex Operation, a gang of young people in ski masks forced their way in and began smashing the exhibit, shouting, "We don't need this shit in our city." Alright, well, we gotta send this guy. I think that's all we have, right? He's the only officer we got right now. Everybody else is busy. Alright. wish I could hire another police officer. Alright. Alright, our investigation has started on the robbery. Bao Ling is the victim. Me and my husband, this is Mrs. Lang, her statement. Me and my husband got into a difficult financial situation, and I was going to pawn an antique necklace, which has been in my family for many centuries. As I was carrying the necklace to the pawn shop, someone ripped the bag from my shoulder and disappeared. I didn't have time to do anything, not even cry out. Alright. Dwayne Fisherman, witness. The offender was on a motorcycle. He drove down the road, grabbed the bag, and then escaped. I tried to race after him, but I didn't even have time to see if it was a man or a woman. Anita J. Olivares said, I couldn't see his face. He was dressed in a jacket, like those other bikers who hang around on the street corners. All right. Kathy Phillips says, it was definitely not a local biker. They are bald and have beards, but this guy looked Asian, probably Japanese or Chinese. Miss Thomas Patterson, I didn't see weapons in his hand. I just saw him grab her bag and ride off. So, all right, there we go. That's some good information. All right. People are finishing up their rounds, it looks like.
212 complete.
Destruction of property. What? That's too bad. I guess because we didn't send enough people. We did it, Boyd. We won. That Ernest really knows a lot about shooting. Even taught us a thing or two. He invited us out hunting to celebrate the victory, so we'll be taking a day off. We deserve it. All right, well, they can go. They got some good experience, too. Robbery. Report. All right, let's open the investigation. We get 3 frames. This is pretty easy, I think. Look at that. Awesome. Your detectives have information on the whereabouts of the suspect. Sometimes there might be a number of locations to choose from. To carry out the arrest, 2 officers must escort the lead investigator to apprehend the suspect. If the lead investigator is not on duty, the arrest will have to wait. But remember that fugitives won't sit patiently until your schedule clears. Alright, good to know. Also remember that criminals will react in different ways. A frightened thief is likely to surrender as soon as the game is up. A brutal killer might want to see just how many he can take with him. With more dangerous criminals, it's safer to send experienced officers and even the SWAT team to see if you see fit. Alright, so let's take 2 officers. We'll take Van Dahl. I'm not going to let Birch go. Let's take Calhoun, because I want these people to try and gain some experience. Alright. And I don't think we're going to need the SWAT team. I don't.
211 in progress.
Atticus Tower. Vandalism. A guard went out for a smoke and saw a teenager writing obscenities on the wall of the building. I chased the brat up a tree. You can take it from there. Alright, we'll send Strong. And dang it, I gotta send Birch. Let's hope nothing else pops up. All my other officers are busy today. Jeez, and I'm not gonna send the SWAT team out to anything that's not necessary. Alright, it's the end of the day. Come on. Here we go. Yeah, offender apprehended. Good job, guys. That's cool. Very satisfying. You were able to arrest all suspects, and everybody gets some cred. This is great. Except for the dead officer, this would have been a great day. I can't believe it. An officer got killed that early in the game. Vandalism. Did they get him? Yeah, they got him. And Birch gets some cred, unfortunately. Alright, we'll end the day. Looks like tomorrow is going to be a long day, more like the first of a lot of long days. There's just too much going on. Yeah, see, I'm going to have to hire more people. Alright. Nope, not going to order him to work tomorrow. Yeah, like, all of these people can rest. I wish I could tell people to, like, take the day off. Yeah, there's nothing I can do with these guys. It's just telling me who's here. Alright. End the day. Checkpoint. There is a save spot. So with that, I'm going to end this episode. I'm going to try and go with what's you know, not only convenient for me, but hopefully what's convenient for you guys as the viewers here. Let me know what you think of This Is the Police. So far, like I said, I'm really digging this game. It's so much fun. It's super addicting. It's starting to get hectic out there. Things are starting to happen a lot faster, and I know I'm going to need to hire some more police officers. I know the detectives are probably going to start to get busy too, so I'm kind of interested to see how this is going to go. I haven't been doing any off-camera playing of this game, although you can play, you know, multiple games. It looks like you can have multiple saves, I think. But yeah, I'm really liking it. I'm going to put a link in the description so that you can, you know, get this game yourself. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. Let me know what you guys think, and I'm going to just keep playing through this series of Bad Cop. TheMightyBawshoob is the bad cop on This Is the Police. Alright, well, thank you again, everyone. I appreciate you taking the time, and we'll see